Hi, I'm Mark Seikenberry from Trust2, and this is Steve Davis
Yep.
from Global
IT Global Security.
IT Global Security. I knew I was going to mess that up. I need to say that 10 times fast, and then once I can do that, then I'd probably remember it.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about what you do. You gave us the company name. What is it?
Well, I've been doing computer security work for over 20 years now. I started out at the National Security Agency doing security for nuclear command and control systems and big security stuff and some weird little security stuff. And I left quite a while ago to start, move in commercial world, which I think had some really interesting problems, and kind of stumbled into the games market.
Did you stumble in because you like to play games?
I've been a board gamer, role-playing gamer since D&D in the 3-volume set, playing Avalon Hill games and all that, and then computer games. I don't even want to think what my first computer game was. Maybe Archon or Ultima 2 or 3.
Ultima 2 or 3. My first hardcore one was Ultima 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But I got into this because into the game part of security because I was back in the 90s. They were talking about this new wacky thing called the internet, and they were saying there was no way to protect against cheating in online games, particularly in the online casinos that were already beginning to arise. And as a security guy, I was like, I don't think that's right. And so I created a technology called Secure Play, which is anti-cheating for internet gambling. That still hasn't found a market, but I got started doing that, and then I started looking at the whole games industry, the non-gambling side as well as the gambling side. It's like, there's a whole world of really fascinating security problems here, and no one else is talking about it or even looking at it. And unlike, arguing about whether you should use a firewall or how strong a firewall or which firewall or encryption or something, these security problems, cheating and piracy, are right on the bottom line of your business. And I thought, hey, this is great. Security hits your bottom line. This should be fun. Everybody will buy it immediately.
No. It's one of those things, it's an insurance.
Yeah.
Is kind of what it is. And a lot of people don't find the religion to know that they should have insurance until after their first big event.
Right. Yeah, when I started talking, everybody said, come back to me when the first online gaming Pearl Harbor occurred.
Oh, great. Unfortunately, it was them.
Well, actually, the thing I'd been tracking the industry all along, and I was like, well, if we haven't had Pearl Harbor, we've had North Africa and Anzio, and a couple of other a lot of notable problems, and I don't think anyone's seeing this. And that's actually why I started writing the blog, was to take all this data that I'd had and start pushing it outward, so people would see that there's a lot of game security problems, and that there are things you can do something about.
So your blog, by the way, and it's planoevil.com, correct?
Planoevil.com.
Yeah, and your blog is kind of like, how can I say this without being offensive?
That's okay. Offensive to me or to other people?
It's kind of like those websites out there, the celebrity websites where they catch all the dirt on.
The paparazzi of game security.
Yeah, and they catch something that the celebrity really didn't want to be seen.
Yeah.
Whether that was just an outburst or a clothing mishap or whatever.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Wardrobe malfunction, yes. And so your blog is much like that, except about the MMO industry, the online game industry,
and regular game industry.
And
actually, in skill games and everything else, I cover pretty much all of it.
Yeah. So you catch all those little oops moments,
or sometimes big oops moments.
And so I really recommend it as a good read. It's actually very entertaining. I actually read almost every word of every one of your articles.
Oh,
I hardly
well,
ever
thank
find
you.
myself bored.
Ah.
So,
Well, thank you.
yeah.
You should
So-
let me know when you are bored so I can work on that.
Fix that, yeah. No, you're doing a great job. So I definitely recommend the blog and
Play No Evil.
playnoevil.com. And it then, if you find information there what you like, you can of course get in contact with Steve about actually using some of his services.
Sure.
And now your services, you do different kinds of consulting,
Yep.
and all the way from little tiny stuff to probably big projects, huh?
Yeah, I've worked with some skill games, some MMOs, some regular games. I've done expert witness work. So this, that, and the other thing. And then I even do regular old-fashioned IT security work on occasion. I've sort of built my little empire in the world of game security, but yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks very much, Steve.
Thank you.